I'm taking a moment for my coffee while I'm getting ready for my trip. Here I put the trolley and the solar panels are there, and you can see the mess in the back. And I'm still printing some changes in the design parts, but everything is ready, or almost it should be. So this is a bit of an introduction to what I'm expecting about this adventure in Norway. So as a recap, I'm going to travel to Bergen and I will spend 38 days in Norway, solo camping in the wild most of the time, I guess, attempting to travel more or less 1,000 kilometers, between 700 to 1,000 kilometers. I'm not sure yet. As always, you can't be sure about how much you will walk, and also all the detours that I'm doing, because from one station to another, a lot of time you just arrive to a new spot, you put your tent, you rest for a couple of hours, or even less, I would say, and then you walk around it, maybe a small hike or a small view of cliffs or other places. So it's very hard to understand how much I will walk. It is always a bit strange feeling, a lot of excitement about leaving and going and starting this new thing. On the other side, there is a lot of worries and a lot of uncertainty that I have to address. As I already explained, I like to run scenarios to limiting the amount of stress given by uncertain situations that I haven't thought about. But obviously, this is the case. Last year, when I landed, I broke the trolley in front of the ferry, so I'm expecting that much. But still, I managed to accomplish what I was there for, and I think this will be the same thing this year. There is a lot of like organization, preparation, so all this part of the preparation part is more like logistics than thinking about it. There's not so much space for relaxing in that sense, so it's very hard for me to try to focus and say, okay, which part of the excitement is there, which are the worries. Obviously, the excitement comes from this long, it's very scary on one side, which is walking and getting lost and lost and lost every day for 38 days. It is actually the longest trip I'm attempting in all on walking on foot. So it will be like new to me. So I'm expecting the first 2 weeks, the first 2 3 weeks are like what I already felt when I was on Shetlands, and then the rest is new to me as well. And because of the landscape is different, the culture is different, the food is different, I will have to adapt the first weeks. It's why I'm spending a couple of days in Bergen to organize things. And this is also the first time that I bring food with me. And the reason is doubled. First of all, Norway is very expensive, and I don't want to spend money on things that I know that I need and I will have to shop just landing. So nuts, chocolate, and couscous and other things that I can find here and a cheaper price. And also, I could go shop by shop and looking for the things that I really want to use and to have there. So a better variety of things, and I will bring them with me. But obviously, when I arrive there, I will buy some other things like eggs and some maybe some dried meat, something specific from Norway, some dried fish, if I can find it, just to have something like on the way. And I will see how many supermarkets are on the way and how much the logistic will help me very easily to get a schedule. It's a kind of like these elements will always like provide for you a timing. If you know that every 3 days there's a supermarket, or as a 5 days there is a supermarket, of like, it will change. It will change a lot to the approach that you will have on the trip, how much you were carrying. I was testing this morning, and I put together the trolley with the food and my clothes. Still, some technical parts are missing in the bag, which I will do it tomorrow, also because I have to dismantle the trolley. But I'm kind of happy about the full concept. Adding the third wheel to the trolley get more stability and less weight on my shoulders. So basically, I was not really feeling anything on my shoulders at all when I was going in plane. Obviously, when I go uphill, it is heavy, but I will handle it, I guess. There is this uncertainty and this strange feeling of do I miss something? Have you thought about that? So I made a list on my phone, and I'm going through it, and I'm taking out the items and the topics that I already finished. There's still like some extra parts of the trolley that I want to bring with me. I don't know if I want to print another couple of copies of the same parts that I am scared they might break. Every time I embark in these adventures, when I land, I have always the same feeling, because people are arriving and someone is taking a car, someone else is taking a bus, someone else, I don't know, someone is picking them up. And all the time I'm the only one living on foot, which brings you to be all of a sudden alone in the middle of nothing, which is an airport, a harbor, a road, a bus station, or a bus stop. And the first feeling is always the same. Why I'm doing it again? I really don't have an answer to that. And it's always the same thing. But I guess that because I'm not trying to prove to myself that I can do it, and it's not a competition. There is no competitors here, and I don't care if I do it or not. I know the benefit on my body and on my mind of this kind of activity, and there is a pride in doing it. There is a personal understanding of I can do that, and maybe I try to embrace the fact that I'm strong enough, that I have discipline, that things are working for me in the way I plan. But the reality is that when I will arrive there and I will be on my own on the way, and I will start enjoying nature, that is the part where I will remember why I'm doing it. There is a part of suffering, obviously. It's like there will be bad weather, there will be like shit conditions, things will go wrong. I think it's full of flies everywhere, and I don't know. I'm trying not to think too much about these aspects of the trip, and I know that I will have to overcome those obstacles, which are not impossible. It's just a matter of like. Keep on going. Usually we are not used to embrace rain. We try to hide, we try to cover, we try to find a place. Yesterday I was at the supermarket and rain was coming, and I stayed half an hour outside of the supermarket under like a bench, and I was just waiting until it was over. When you walk on foot, unless you are lucky that you find something like a roof on your head, there's no difference if you wait or not. So it is more, the beginning is very hard because you don't know if you really want to keep on going, and you try to say, oh, maybe I should cover more or less. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't really matter. It is more to embrace it at a certain point that this thing is happening, and you have to find just strength and courage cohesion in your mind to keep on walking. And this is, I think, the biggest deal, that we might find ourselves in the necessity of keep on going against nature, but the big revolution and revelation is when you realize that you're not going against nature, and you just have to embrace it. You have to adjust to understand what is happening, try not to get completely overwhelmed by the situation, but then to wait until it's over, and it will be over at a certain point. So the most of it is about to be prepared, and this is why I have a lot of like technical clothing, and a lot of technological parts are involved in my trip. I never denied the benefits of a good technological gear, and having my cameras with me. I have a small drone now. You will see a lot more of this during this trip, of all these parts, and I like that I can combine something so deeply rooted in our basic essence of being human beings with the best of technology that we achieved in thousands of years of being human beings. I think that it's great that we can have both, and then we can use all of it. So not denying it. I like to have my phone with me. I like to have all my instruments with me. And I spent months to build the box for the solar panel, to work with the engine and other things. It's not perfect, and I think it is always the case that there are iteration that you can keep on going and make it better. And I really look forward to improve it for the next trip. But at this point, this is what I have, and I will have to work with it. So in 2 days I'm gone. I think I will publish the video straight away today. So really in 2 days. Today there is an interview that I did, in a conversation that I did with a good friend Max for a radio, and will be out. And I also look forward to listen to it, although I know what we talked about, but there is an introduction from him, and there are other things, and I really look forward to see how it looks like. Then I set up a map on my website where I can every day add the track that I did that day, so you can really follow the full trip. I will put a lot of content this time. This is also a tryout for me to see how much of content I can create and which kind of content I like to do, and I want to put all together and see what will happen when I come back, and to see how much I can use and what I want to use. To make an exhibition maybe with a logbook. I don't know, I'm not sure about it. I need to see how far I can go with this kind of content. I don't care too much to produce things that are like cinematically beautiful all the time. I think I will try to mix things, and I look forward to that. So for now I keep on organizing my things and my bag for tomorrow. So tomorrow is the last day, and I have to pack everything, make sure that everything fits in 2 bags, and we'll see you on the other side.